we are all now talking about healthy food, fighting obesity, having our kids access not only recreational facilities, but be able to enjoy the environment. And as an advocate for the environment, I want to make sure that this jewel that we have here, the Ridgewood Reservoir and Highland Park, combined represent 142 acres of land and wetland, that we get this done the right way. We just cannot rush to say we're going to do this or we're going to do that. Look, there are recreational facilities. There are a lot of parks here that can be upgraded. It has been for too long neglected, and I can tell you that if the city, the state, and the federal government come together, we can assure you that we will fight to get the resources we need to have a park that we all can be proud of. And the challenge is how to have recreational facilities for our kids and for our community. Active recreational facilities and passive recreational facilities. This park here represents an ecosystem that we must protect, we must enhance, and we must preserve. There are federal regulations related to Clean Water Act, and there are state regulations that apply to this park. And we must come together to work to make sure that we do what is right on behalf of the community and on behalf of this park. I'm with you, my friends. We have Congressman.
Thank you very much, Lydia. Let me begin by saying that I received a phone call asking me, where are you? How far are you from the park? I said, I live in Highland Park. So I'm already there. But let me just say that I am really, really moved by what I've seen and what I've heard coming from the community. I think that when we have community input, I think it really makes a difference. So I think that if we work together, state, federal, of course, and city, and community, I really feel that we have an opportunity to do something really great here. But it's going to require working together. And it's going to require a lot of talking and a lot of meeting. And of course, it's going to require some negotiating and all of that. I'm committed to working with you to make certain that we have the resources to do this. There's no question about it. And you can't question my interest in it because I live here. That this is one thing that you can't question. So therefore, we just need to sort of talk about what we can do together. Now, I know that in situations like this, you're always going to have some folks that want to do this and some folks that want to do that. But let's be in the spirit of compromise to be able to get to where we need to go. This is an opportunity that I think that we should not take lightly, because we have an opportunity here because we can do a lot of things because we have the land. But we don't want to mess this up. We want to do this right. So we want to take our time and plan it and get the resources to do it. So I want to thank all the community leaders. I want to thank all of you that have been calling, and all of you have been saying in terms of the fact that we should do something here. And of course, I want to thank my colleague, Congresswoman Lydia Velasquez, who has really been in the forefront working on this, and it's good for me because if I'm working on it like that, they'll say, well, he's so interested because he lives next door. But Nydia is helping us as well. So thank you so much, all of you, for coming.
And we're going to have David here say a few words. He's representing the Ridgewood Park Reservoir Alliance.
Hi, I just want to thank everybody for coming, particularly the Congress people. This is a big issue, as Congresswoman Velasquez said. We have a gem here in the reservoir that many people in the community, as evidence here, want to preserve. So I hope everybody enjoys the tour. If you have any questions, you can direct them to me or others with the name tags on it. We'd be happy to try and help you out. I guess we can get started.
One moment. Excuse me, David.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. I just want to introduce a few people from Parks that are here today. In the back is Mike Feller, our chief naturalist. He's available to answer any questions. We are going to take a handful of people down into the basins today, so I want to thank the Congress members for coming out. I'm excited to bring you down. The only way to get down is by rope. So it's unfortunately, I can't take all of you. So we'll take the Congress members and a handful of others, and that's all.
I volunteer not to go.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Debbie Kuha is here somewhere, the park administrator in the back somewhere. I don't see her.
Right behind you.
There we go, Debbie. And Kevin Quinn, who is coordinating our capital team on this project. He's very familiar with where we are. So if you have any questions in terms of the capital process, Kevin, I think it's best if we just begin, but I want to thank the Congress members for pulling this together today. It's a very good thing that we're once again meeting here. Many of us have walked this many times, been down in the basins and in between, but it's good to do it again and get the process moving forward.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you all. And believe me, you are great. And, you know, sometimes in Washington, there is a disconnect. And you guys, the community, you bring us to reality, close to home. Thank you for the energy that you give us.